This is Henny Skywalker of the Hot Mango Seed Podcast, and the older we get, the more maintenance we require, especially if we want to sustain an active lifestyle and keep our bodies feeling healthy and strong. Be Like Agua Yoga and Wellness is a local business dedicated to helping others live a higher quality of life by means of one-on-one wellness sessions that consist of yoga, mobility movement, stretch therapy, meditation, and more. Searching for the Fountain of Youth is located near the airport on Hoffman. Be Like Agua Yoga and Wellness. Holla at Nancy. Tell her Hot Mango Seed sent ya.
Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, man. Episode 21. If you're lost right now and you're just surfing the internet, you have just tuned in to the Hot Mango Seed Podcast. That's right, man. The Hot Mango Seed, where we peel back the layers, pierce down to the seed on everything related to cryptocurrency, to the marijuana industry, to the gaming industry, relationships, and everything above the below the sun. Excuse me. We're back once again, man. Blessed and highly favored, man. My name is LaRue, and I'm here joined with the Hot Mango Seed crew, man. To my right, the VI Massive, Souljah Bless.
Holy Emmanuel I Selassie.
Yeah, not just the VI Massive, but also an actor. Don't forget that. To his right, the king of all kings, King T.
Have no fear, the king is here.
The king is here right now and direct. And the producer of all the beats you hear in the background, and just a super producer in general, Henny Skywalker.
It'll get you drunk.
Yeah, it'll get you drunk. Don't drink too much of it, man. And to the national botanist, our resident botanist, they call him Rob Raider. Just silence. That's all you get today is silence. How are y'all doing?
Let me tell you, great. I'm a free man like Morgan.
You're a free man. What, you was locked up over the weekend or
let
what?
Me show you, right? Every day that we take for granted our freedom, listen, we missing out because they have a lot of people that are locked down and shackled down and don't have the opportunity to live the freedoms that we live. So shout out to America.
I don't know.
Shout out.
I'm confused with where all that came from,
look,
but I agree.
I just want to say, shout out to America. We take for granted the freedoms that America give to us as citizens, and we often overlook it. But America is a great place. You know,
it is, but it also has a lot of things that needs to work.
It has its issues and it has its problems, yes. But overall, in general, in the world, there's not a place you could go to and have the freedoms that you have and to express what you want to express freely.
Yeah, it's true.
What I mean?
It's true. A lot of people come here, you know, they see the land of the free, the home of the brave, but I believe that there's the home of the brave. The home of the brave.
Home of the slave.
That sounds like a strip club off the strip of Nevada. But the thing is like, no, for real, like a lot of people come to this country, you know, with that mindset of wanting to be, you know, have freedom and you know, it's bravery, but man, there's so many things that got to be tackled, man. Like right now, man, we're dealing with inflation at an all-time high. We're dealing with CPIs, and we're gonna jump into all of this, you know. But I had a question for y'all, right? So let's go to the. Demon. So tell me this, right?
Yes, sir.
A gorilla and a bear
In the motherfucking zoo.
in the zoo, not in the zoo,
No.
in the jungle. A bear and a gorilla meet. Who wins?
Oh, bear.
I would say the gorilla.
Gorilla.
Bear.
Gorilla
Bear.
weight 10
All right.
times stronger than gorilla.
So let's stop. Let's start here, Rob. Why
What
does
kind of gorilla?
One, because
the biggest, the
Silverback.
baddest?
out of all animals, the bear, at least from polar bears' perspective, is the only one that actually hunts humans. Gorillas want to be left alone.
They do.
But this
So
have nothing
They're
to do with
territorial.
human. They
No,
might
I'm
not
talking about
Yeah.
human, but all right, but I'm just letting you know,
human
for
war.
fighting, you're hunting the apex creature within the wild itself.
I don't know if it's the apex that.
So the
Humans
biggest-
are the apex creature within the
Oh,
wild.
yeah, you're right.
Allegedly, right?
Okay, cool.
So But also because I watch animal shit almost like every day when I wake up religiously.
Why do you wait?
Bears. No,
I
I'm
have
just
so
because
many-
it's fun.
I have so many
to
questions.
learn random fucking animal facts.
That's what you do
But-
when you wake up.
As soon as I wake up, a blunt and some animal
soon as
shit,
you
like
wake
animal
up.
facts.
Like
A
damn,
blunt
like,
and some animals.
these-
Shout out to
Hey.
Watop, WATOP.
Rob wakes up like
channel.
these fishes
But
are
yo,
hella
like the
interesting.
most random. But bears versus and they did that fight too. Also, a bear would fucking do big damage against a gorilla. A
No
gorilla
way.
doesn't
So
have a
you
chance.
think a bear?
A bear would
Okay,
dominate
so
a
you
gorilla
think-
so
You
bad.
said gorilla though at
Yeah.
first. So
No,
you
I'm not
think
no bear.
so? A bear will beat a
A
gorilla.
bear would
Look.
So
dominate
the
gorilla
baddest,
badly.
the baddest gorilla, the baddest bear. You think a bear
Oh,
will win?
bear's gonna
No, let me
dominate
tell
easy.
you, the gorilla, right?
The
is-
PSI of
the,
a
no,
bear
the
bite?
gorilla is 10 times stronger than the bear.
You thought
Right.
so? You think so?
No, I ain't
Gorillas
thought so.
are
No,
massively strong.
yeah, the gorilla will pretzel up
You
a
see
fucking
their
grizzly.
biceps?
Let me tell you,
They look
they'll
like they do
scratch up the
curls.
they'll scratch up the gorilla. But let me tell you, when that gorilla get his hand on top of that fucking
Ooh.
bear, he go squeeze out the fucking layer. He go knock you out. He go squeeze you out. You see why
Unless
King
that
Kong?
bear get a bite in.
You know what King Kong be?
So what do y'all think, Henny? What do you think, a bear or
I'm going with the silverback.
There you go.
the gorilla?
Yeah, if it's a silverback gorilla, that's what I'm going with.
You too, T?
Yeah, silverback gorilla.
I think a gorilla too. I think a
Yeah.
gorilla is just way more, way
You
more
know,
gangster.
Even if you Google this fact, a bear would win every single time.
I mean,
I'm just letting you know.
They
And,
might.
and a bear is very
Let me
underrated.
see that
too.
Google result.
All right, so when you
Let me
look
see the
all
result.
Go ahead. If you look at a gorilla because it's built like a human, you would think because it has the strength and all that, but you're really not looking at the bear's capabilities of
Yeah,
skin.
bears
It's
is
much more
fucking
tougher.
nasty.
Their jaws is way more tougher. Their
Yeah.
paws is like
They
5
claws.
times stronger than the
Claws.
gorilla, and they have claws. The gorilla doesn't. A gorilla,
Yeah.
only thing. Matter of fact, there's been proven that I think it's 10,
now gorilla fuck a
10,
human up,
10 apes,
no doubt.
10 like little small apes.
Little small.
Small apes can beat one gorilla.
10 apes. beat a
10,
gorilla.
10, no, I think it's between 5 to 10 apes. If you group up, because it's been happening recently in some part of Africa. Forgot what is happening.
Yeah.
But they've been attacking gorillas lately, and the gorillas has been getting attacked by actually smaller primates. And the primates itself,
They
as
jump.
long as they jump them, they will dog a fucking gorilla. But you attack a fucking. There's been stories of
So you
people
don't think
shooting bears and the bullet not penetrating.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Because they're
bears are
using a
fucking
small
nasty.
ass fucking.
No,
So
they,
small
no,
caliber
these are
weapons.
Shooting a bear
rifles.
with
Shooting a bear
No,
with
no,
22
these-
like
no,
fuck.
no,
They had no
no.
business shooting with.
These are actual hunting rifles that
Yeah.
will rip off ligaments,
Nah.
and they're not
Nah.
really killing.
So you
bears.
don't think 10,
All right, I
10
take it
apes
back. I
can
take it back.
down a...
I'm going with the
Don't take
bear.
it back.
No,
No,
no, no.
hold up.
What I'm
No,
saying
no,
is,
no. I'm
in-
gonna tell you
to
why I
me,
take it back.
In
She
every
reneging on the
situation, a
word.
bear's
No,
gonna
no,
win.
no. I'm gonna tell you why I take it back. I take it back because I remember when I lived in Altamont, right?
Uh-huh.
You see a gorilla?
No, I ain't see no gorilla.
Henny seeing
I
gorillas
hope
now.
not.
I ain't see no gorilla.
That's some good.
But I lived in Altamont at one point with my ex, and we got into it, and I was gonna take off that night to go do whatever I felt like doing because we got in an argument.
Yeah.
When I walked out the fucking door, a bear
What?
was right there in the hallway digging through the trash, right?
What?
Shit.
And this was a baby. This motherfucker was huge.
So
Yeah.
mama was
Looked at
around.
me, looked dead at me.
Yeah.
We looked at each other. We locked eyes. We stopped. We ain't move. And the bear kept doing what it was doing. Like I wasn't shit. I walked right the fuck back in the house because I only had a 9 on me.
Bears are extra out
Bruh,
faster than the
look,
gorilla.
look, and that bear was huge.
A bear would extra out faster than the
I ain't
gorilla.
Bruh,
messing with no
that-
bears.
the bear looked at me
No,
like
at
I
all.
wasn't
Either.
shit, bruh.
Look, hear me
Like,
out.
and I was at the height of my anger.
Them call it King Kong.
Nah.
You hear what
That
I'm
bear
saying?
Wait. Hold up. Go
Hear me
ahead.
out.
They call it King
Them
Kong.
man call it King Kong. They ain't had nothing called King Grizzly.
Isn't that
Look,
fictional? Isn't that fictional?
Let me tell you.
Hey,
Let me
ain't
tell
no
you.
King
Didn't they have a Polar Bear Express?
The
I mean,
reason
there's
why.
T-Grizzly.
The reason why they make it King Kong because it's the power.
Uh-huh.
It's the power. It's no way.
But didn't Godzilla dog him?
King Kong
Didn't
got
humans
power.
have to help him beat
I remember
Godzilla?
the last movie where they
So doesn't mean
friggin'
That's a movie,
doesn't mean a Komodo dragon would beat a gorilla.
Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragons can grow up to 10 feet.
Yeah, but they
That's
ain't beating
crazy.
no
What
goddamn gorilla.
poisonous
no.
fangs? I'm just saying, a Komodo dragon would probably
Not
dog a
with they
gorilla
nasty ass spit,
by
I
the
can tell you
first
that
bite.
much.
I'm just saying. So, a polar bear or a bear? Period. I'm going with bear all
Well,
day.
hey,
bears.
Alaska got polar grizzly
And they
hybrids.
hunt
Oh.
people.
They're called
Bears.
super
Hunt
bears.
What?
Bruh.
And not only that, right?
Oh my
like, say if you
goodness.
get them scared and they run off,
Yeah.
they will go miles away and keep an eye on you to wait till you sleep and come back and get you. Like, They got problems.
Hey.
See, I'm not even.
You're trying to say that bears are
I'm scared of
more,
a bear more than a gorilla.
You saying that a bear is more thinking than a gorilla?
Yes.
How is that?
Yes.
How
Look it
a
up.
bear have a
Look it
bigger
up.
brain than a gorilla?
Look
they
it up.
hungry.
It's not about the
There's no
brain.
way, nah.
They looking
It's about the
for
hunger and
Gorilla is
the
where we
hunt.
supposed to come from, huh?
The hunger and the
I
hunt.
ain't going for no
That
damn
thing,
gorilla.
no.
The hunger and the hunt
I
is
ain't
more
strong enough.
in the
Right.
bear than the actual gorilla.
Them
A bear
ain't
will
one.
wait. He
Okay.
will literally wait. You go ahead and set up camp. Go ahead and go to sleep. I'm gonna wait 8 hours.
So let me
That's
ask you,
crazy.
you believe in evolution or look, hear me? You believe in evolution or God?
Yeah.
Now we're getting deep.
Both.
No,
It's both.
no,
The same
you
thing.
believe in both. You have to understand what I said.
Both involved.
Look, do you believe in evolution or God?
Both.
Simple.
It's both.
No, there's no both.
You
There's
can't
both.
believe in both, boss.
Yes.
can't.
It's like politics. Republicans and Democrats.
You're a
That's-
Republican and a Democrat.
It is
Just
actually
went
the
out.
same
You're a
thing.
Republican
You
and
can
a
argue
Democrat.
for the, like the same shit but different.
He
times.
was make purple by mixing the red and the blue. Look, I trying to tell you that. Hey, hear me out. Hear me out. So look, right? God or evolution. Simple. One or the other.
God.
Thank you.
LaRue,
God, of course.
Henny,
Evolution.
T.
Evolution and God.
You can't have both.
You can't.
You can't. But
See, so this is the thing, right?
the goals evolve.
Let's move on from this.
Hey, listen, we don't argue about
move on.
gorillas and fucking.
Hold on.
There's no judgment
Alex
cast on
Miner
anyone.
says you can believe in both.
Oh no,
Shout out
Alex-
to Alex Miner.
Alex here in
Big
the
ups,
other
Alex
room.
Miner.
That is wrong.
Alex Miner.
That is wrong.
You man, brother.
Thank
But
you.
yo, hey,
Can't
once
believe
again,
it, boy.
Alex is right.
once again, you're tuned into the Hot Mango Seed podcast. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? No judgment cast. We all have different personalities,
Exactly.
different beliefs. You
We
know,
just
but
here
we all,
hanging like wet clothes,
yeah,
guys. It's
and we
just-
love y'all, man, as much as we love each other. You know, and we encourage you to make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Just / Hot Mango Seed
And just to say this,
podcast.
anybody who has money, go buy a bear and a gorilla and put it in your backyard.
And see
That's all I'm
if they
saying.
see who wins. If you have money to buy a bear and gorilla, I am judging your purchasing,
lifestyle choices.
yeah, your lifestyle choices. But make sure you follow us, you know, as well as big shout out to I4 Exotics, you know what I'm saying? Big
Exotics
shout
in the
out
house.
to Alex Miner.
Alex
Make sure
Miner
you
in the
look
building.
him up, follow him. You know, big shout out
Big
to
business.
Be Like Agua Yoga. Make sure you hit up Nancy. Go book your appointment,
Go
get
get
your
stretch.
stretching, get your yoga in, your lifestyle. You know, but man, it's another week, and you know, like, it's something that you just cannot turn your mind away from. But that's inflation, right? That's
Yeah, I
the
feel like I
economy.
want to fight a bear. For
Right,
inflation.
right. Like, it's so much.
Go bear hunting, Henny.
Like man, there's been, you know, rent increases. There's been
Gas prices going
gas
up.
prices are
And
prices
going
are
down.
starting to level
Yeah,
out.
gas prices
They're
lowering
starting
down,
to go
but
down. They're starting to go down.
the car, the auto loan bubble is also
Yeah.
also popped up on that.
And so
The bubble, what is it? Too high or low?
No, just drop a little lower.
Oh, it dropped. So your bill went down.
Hell no.
So this is the thing, you know, and this is you know, for all transparency, a pre-recording, but you know, there's getting ready to be another interest rate hike, you know, coming from the feds. And the thing is right now they're seeing rental inflation, they're seeing medical inflation, you know, and you know, consumers are still spending on gas, you know, consumer goods inflation, you know, is beginning to drop, and services are down, excuse me. So what's happening right now, if I could just summarize it, is you know, the Fed has been increasing interest rates all year long, and you know, it's starting to affect the housing market, real estate. You know, the one thing that's really working, you know, with these increases is the real estate market, the housing market. It started to cool, you know, earlier on in the year and late last year. You know, as I've mentioned many times, you know, I've been in the market to try to buy a house, you know, trying to build wealth for my immediate family. And
I
you
think
know,
I'm beyond buying a house at this point, and I'll talk to you about this later. This ain't something I want to talk about on the podcast.
Okay. I would love to hear about it, but you know, the housing market has started to cool. You know, we're at this point to where, you know, these investors no longer see a profit they can make from investing in houses, so they're not buying them. That's one component that's out. New home buyers like myself.
That's because they
interest
taking
rates.
a loss. That's why.
Yep, they'll take a loss. It's not a lucrative deal. It's not a lucrative outcome. So then there's people who are first home buyers like myself, who now with the interest rates higher, mortgage rates are going to be higher, so they're dropping out. So the housing market is cooling. People are trying to sell their houses. It was once this huge seller's market, and now it's starting to shift. The balance is coming back in to where it's now a buyer's market, and the thing is from the pandemic, there was a shortage of inventory, there was a shortage of homes being built because of the increase in the cost of materials and all of that good stuff. But now again, it's starting to balance out, and now that's one component that's working from the interest rate hikes. But the other thing is, and why they raise interest rates is because they want us as consumers to stop spending so much. But what they're starting to recognize is that consumers are still spending, right? Even though gas prices are increasing, even though product goods are increasing, consumers are still meeting that price point. They're still willing to spend extra for that. And so now, just recently in the last couple of weeks, the CPI, the Consumer Purchase Index, reached a 41-year high.
9.1.
9.1%. I will be fully honest with you right now. I don't really fully understand that, but I understand that since 1981, this is the highest CPI that the world has seen.
The irony of it though is that even though the CPI number has been the highest, believe it or not, when they announced it, the market started going down and instantly shot up. It went from, the markets was at like 20 and some change. It dropped down to like 19,800 for Bitcoin. The market started dropping. Yeah. And then instantly went up the same day and went up to 21 and some change. So it's almost like the market didn't really feel the effect. It's almost like it was already calculated in to the pricing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because normally something like that would normally make the markets tank. Like you would see it go from where it was at 20,000, like 500, all the way down to maybe 16,000.
Right.
But it literally started to go down and instantly came back up. And right now, it's still above what it was when they put the CPI report out. It's crazy.
And I think that all comes down to there's a huge lopsided of wealth in this country and around the world. It's not just this country, because there's other countries who are seeing high levels of inflation, high consumer purchase indexes. You know what I mean? And
actually,
it's,
I think it's coming from the wealthy, trying to stay wealthy.
Yeah,
well, of course it is.
Yeah, and the thing is like, so the outcome right now is there's this rental inflation increase, and it's like, it's one thing we've talked about many times on this show. I continue to ask you guys, are you feeling the effects of this economy? And a lot of professionals, a lot of people who forecast the economy and the GDP, are saying that we're already in a recession.
Yeah, I think we've been in a recession for quite a while now.
Just
without a doubt.
Yet, because, and I'm just gonna point it out, it's more to the race thing. More of the white people are feeling it first. So the more, especially because it's a level thing. So once it gets to the poor white people, then we're gonna start feeling it.
Yeah. See, and I always come for you when you say that. I know that that's where your mind is. That's how
that's how it is.
You believe it, but I believe that it's not about race. I believe it's a class system, right? I feel like just as much as there are poor black people, there are poor white people, poor Asian people, poor Latino people. Like there's so much. It no longer.
And I'm not ignoring that, but what I'm saying is, once it affects the poor white people, then we're really gonna
because you got. Let's be honest. There is a disproportionate number of rich white people to black people, and rich white people to Asian, and rich white people to Spanish people here in the United. Right. Crazy huge disproportion.
Yeah, but when you got your white neighbor coming over borrowing sugar, it shit change.
And when they start losing money, that's when the government takes effect.
Yeah.
Right? If we're losing money, no big deal. Latinos losing money, no big deals. When the white people with money lose money. Now, and I don't mean all white people, because a lot of the white people are in the same boat as us.
You have a lot of
I'm
people
talking about the rich. If you look at the people that are rich,
it's classism
the
on top of
numbers.
white.
If you look at the people that are rich, the rate of people that are rich that are white compared to the rate of people that are rich that are black, based on the percentages, is way higher in the rich department. So when their pockets get affected, everything changes. But I don't think it's a racial thing.
I don't either.
I'll be
But
real
no,
with
it
you.
plays part of it. Because I don't want to single out to make it feel like that.
I agree,
But
Rob.
that is a part of the feeling because that's a part of it. Because to me, life is math itself. That's why you teach
Absolutely,
math.
absolutely.
So you gotta add all this shit together. So that's why I put that in the equation because that is actually a big part of the
Race
equation.
have a big factor to do
It's
with
a
it.
big factor.
But
so it's
listen.
gonna
The
affect
reason
us.
why I say it doesn't is because we're only 13% of the population.
Yeah, but even if
you
we're
think
13,
we
it's still gonna affect
financially
us.
have the biggest effect on the United States?
No, not that. But we
Yeah,
also
so-
spend a lot of money. Well, our culture
So when we
spends
look
a lot
at
of money towards
so
that
when
culture.
we look at the financial aspect, believe it or not, the white population has the biggest effect on American inflation.
Because they have
Yeah,
a bigger
but the thing is,
population.
the reason why I'm saying is that I think that the black market have a bigger influence. In
No, we
terms
have
of-
We buy their
influence.
Exactly,
products.
and that's what they target.
buy their
Well,
No,
products.
it ain't about us
influence.
buying their products. Our influence comes from everyone follows what we do.
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
but when
buying
it
their
comes to
products.
That's why
but when
it's
it
a
comes
value.
to when it comes to the whether the government reacts or not is going to be based a lot on
them.
the economic class.
Yeah, which is them.
The economic class, the
They are the
financial,
economic class.
financial class.
But I don't.
Yeah.
want
I
to
think they
get
just
that
do a
big
lot of
situation.
tactics to have the black community and the black, the black people in general, like and as well as other races as well.
Gotta say that, minority, Asian,
in
Latin,
minorities in general. I think that they just do a lot of things to shoehorn those communities because they have a lot of influence and sway.
Let's go ahead and segue. So the summary of what's happening right now is last year, the supply was the problem. Last year in 2021, 2020, the supply was the problem, coming off the pandemic. Now the problem is that demand is high and people are willing to spend higher prices.
Yep.
And that's why the feds are trying to slow the economy spending and raising interest rates.
No, that's actually
But
bullshit, yeah.
on another note, we're on this platform. We talk about cryptocurrency. What's going on with cryptocurrency in this current?
Leverage has slaughtered so many companies right now.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, for those that want to play the leverage game,
It's never good.
Now, what do you mean by
from
leverage?
3 arrows? Well, so leverage is like me borrowing money to go invest that money with the hopes that it's going to work in my favor, and that way I can pay back what I borrowed and make a killing without taking any risk with my money. The problem with that is when it goes opposite of what you expect, you got to pay that back, and
Right.
it hits hard.
Right.
And so a lot of companies, when one of the things that's happening right now with the markets, the reason why the markets are tanking is when inflation hit too high and things got bad, a lot of these companies couldn't cover their costs, their liquidation costs.
Right.
And so when one big one fell, like when Lunar fell, I don't know if y'all remember when Luna fell. They had
XRP?
when they fell. Well, XRP has been in litigation, has been going through
they've been
government
through
for a
it.
while.
Mhm.
But when Luna fell, that was the first time a big one went from at the top in the top 10 to basically worth negative zero
Wow.
in less than a week's time frame,
My
right?
goodness.
And when that happened, unfortunately, a lot of the other companies had ties into Luna.
Yeah.
And when those companies started having trouble, like Celsius, when Celsius went down, another big loan company, well, guess
Yeah.
what? 3 Arrows and all of these others, they were all tied together. So right now, we have a lot of big institutions in crypto that are crumbling. But you know what, guys? I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So
I
what's
think
your
it is.
what's your advice to somebody who is had their foot on the gas and
Yeah.
they've been invested in crypto? Now they're seeing all these changes. Do you think that they should break? Should they keep going?
No. Hold tight.
Look, this is the thing, right? With crypto, you want to look at this situation as a sale on all assets. Right now, as we speak, we have the sale prices. You want to make sure that you hodl and you
Everything's on
hold
sale.
and ride the bear market till it reaches back to the bull.
Okay.
It always goes
Yeah.
through cycles. The market always goes through cycles. Like this is a normal part of the cycle. There are bull markets, there are bear markets. You
Break
want
down bull and bear.
So with the bear market, you just want to break this down to the simplest terms. Bear means barren.
Going
Bull
down.
means going completely ham. Everything is good. So when you're in the bull market, it's like a bull in a china shop. breaking
green,
everything.
everything's going up.
Good, you know what I
Everything's
mean?
going up.
Breaking everything.
Yeah.
With a bear market is more, everything is reserved, everything is on sale. It looks like the market is declining, and you always want to play off of fear. Fear in stocks, in crypto, is a very big aspect of it all.
Yep.
Because when people are running one way, you want to take that fear and be a contrarian and go contrary to the fact, because these people are running away from assets that is eventually going to reach back to a certain level.
Right.
You see what I mean? So the more the people run away, the cheaper it becomes, the more you can acquire, right?
And another way, if you want to get your money, because that's why they say history is important. Google 1981 market crash. This is going to help you to invest. Anyone who wants to invest, anyone who wants to make some money, and anyone who understands history, because history is going to repeat itself.
Okay,
Rob.
Rob.
They keep telling you that.
Were you around?
I don't talk to a lot of people. I'm just going to give this little jewel out. But if you want to, go ahead, 1981 market crash, and go ahead and pick it up. Because there's no point in telling a lot of people, because a lot of people's not going to believe you, and a lot of people are going to try to change your mind. So search this up for yourself, look it up, and figure out what you need to invest into, because there's going to be about a total of 8 companies that you can invest into that has benefited itself through 1981 itself, and it's actually still here to this day.
That's what we do, man.
So I'm not going to give you the exact ones, but go ahead and look it up. 1981 market crash. Google it. Study from there.
That's what we do,
Go
man.
make you some money.
We drop the seeds, man. And once again, you're tuned in to the Hot Mango Seed Podcast. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. You know, we're still working on a website, as well as we're looking for sponsors, man. We have this platform, you know what I mean? And we are definitely building an audience, building, you know, some mango seeds around the world. And, you know, we want to really promote your business, you know, businesses like I4 Exotics. Be like Agua Yoga, you know, balanced body massage. You know, make sure you follow all of these different companies. You know, we want to bring your company on. We can make you a 15-second set or placement, or a 30-second, you know, spot and really promote your business. But
absolutely,
true that. Help us spread more mango trees across the world by planting your seed. You know,
planting
now,
your seed.
Now back on the crypto side, right?
Yeah.
Just before we wrap that part up, I got 2 things to say. Actually, I got a lot of things to say.
No,
but,
come with it.
I want to say one thing. If you are investing, and not just in crypto, anytime you invest in a business, in crypto, in whatever it is, you invest money that you're not afraid to lose. If you invest money and you need it back next week, you're doing the wrong thing.
Right.
If you invest money and you need it back next month, you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You take that pocket change that you've been stuffing in the couch, and you take that little spare change in the jar. You know, that's how I started.
Yeah.
I had pocket change in one of my old military jackets. I took it out and I invested.
Pocket change wherever you can find it.
And I invested $20 right off the rip. That's how I started, right? You invest money that if you lose it today, it doesn't hurt your operation of how you're living.
Grow up and
now,
blow up.
with that being said, also right now, believe it or not, is the greatest time to invest. When the market is the lowest, when the depressions or recessions at the bottom, when things have looked like everyone left the building, you buy all the did he just go to the restroom in the middle of the podcast? Shout out to LaRue in the bathroom break. Hey, but look, real talk, right now the markets are at a low. Not saying they won't go lower, but right now they're 60 to 80% lower than their all-time highs. So right now, if you invest, history repeats itself. If you look at the markets, no matter what, when the bear market crashes, the bulls always come back. They have never not come back.
And the funny thing is, like, per market crash, it shows you there was always something before it that was growing or coming up.
Yes.
And then stopped because they had to crash and they had to readjust itself.
Absolutely.
And then once it readjusts itself, whatever it came in new into the market, if as long as it has some value to it, which this does have a lot of value to it.
Right.
Yeah. Invest, please.
Right now you can buy something worth $1 for only 20
Shit,
cents.
less than that. You can go like,
but what I'm saying is, if it's worth $1,
go as low
you
as
can buy
$1.
it for 20 cents right now.
That's profit.
That's how low things have gotten. So when you buy it now, when things go back to normal, that 20 cents is going to turn back into $1. That's an $80 profit.
And they're
that's an 80-cent profit
and they're
right there.
begging people so bad. Like you got places like public.com that will give you 5 stocks just for joining up.
Just for joining. Yeah, absolutely. So
get out there and invest.
So right now is the best time to jump in the crypto market. Obviously, be smart. There's over 20,000. There's about 20,000 cryptos that are in circulation right now. Some of them are not going to make it. In fact, a lot of them. This is why I said it's beautiful about the market right now, because right now, all the bullshit is being cleaned out. Those companies that were over lending cleaned out, right? The investors who bought all the cryptos and stocks that had no value at all, they're getting cleaned out, right? So what's going to be left are those who took it. You hear him running down the hall. LaRue in his restroom break. All right, but those are getting cleaned out. So what's going to be left when it's over are the experienced, seasoned investors, the ones who did research and picked the right stocks and the right cryptos. And when the market comes back, when the rest of the regular people figure out, like, oh God, okay, things are going back up again, guess what happens? They all start flooding their money, and everything you buy today goes up in value.
That's why it's called the contrarian mindset.
Contrarian.
Yeah, contrarian.
Spell that.
Yeah, when you're a contrarian, you go against what the market is. So when the fear is high, you want to buy when the fear is at the most highest, because when that time is when it's going to be the most cheapest.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And you want to stock up on it when it's cheap. You want to buy low, sell high.
That's all I do. Buy low, sell high. I don't do nothing else.
That method has been used for decades.
But on another note, have you guys been following the Elon Musk and Twitter? You know,
he's been doing like some random shit.
Still trying to do that because it sounds like
he been posting. What's the video game you play that you get killed once you open it?
What?
What's the video game you killed once you get open? The shit with the open world and the big ass horses and all them.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. He's been posting like Elden Ring shit.
So the backstory,
Elon Musk,
right?
Yeah, he's been posting himself like on a horse and shit. He's been posting random shit.
So a few weeks ago, months ago actually, Elon Musk agreed to acquire social media giant Twitter for $44 billion. And when it came time, I don't know if y'all know about this, but when it came time to file with the SEC for the deal, he began to raise all of these concerns of 20% of Twitter accounts are fake or spam accounts.
Oh, big time. I believe that.
And his offer to buy Twitter was only based on the SEC filing that they did that stated that around 5% of the accounts were fake. And so now he's like in a back and forth bidding war. Not bidding war, but he's trying to back out of the deal, right?
Yeah, he was going to back out from the beginning. I knew he was going to back out. From day one when he said he was going to buy Twitter, I was like, he's pulling the strings right. Right now, what he's doing is billionaire games.
But why? Why would he do that?
For Trump, because they banned him and some shit like
well,
that.
he just came out and told Trump to hang it up. So for a second there, he's like, I'll vote for them. But now he's like, tell Trump to bounce. So he's going to vote Republican. But regardless.
But why would he do that?
Because he plays billionaire games. I don't know if anybody noticed, like he knows he has the power of influence, right? Once he saw his power with Dogecoin and how, like before he knew he had power because he's a rich guy, right?
Yeah.
Every rich guy got that rich guy power. Rich person has that rich person power. But what he didn't fully understand is how much power he had on social media. When he tied into Dogecoin and his word decided whether or not people got rich or broke, he started playing games. And I don't know if y'all realize that that's the moment he started playing them social media games. He started playing. So when he said he's going to buy Twitter, he was already talking shit about Twitter.
Yeah,
so then he's like, I'm going to buy Twitter. From day one, I didn't think he was going to buy it based on the fact that he didn't negotiate from the beginning.
He just misunderstood the value of himself because that's how we move in his life is through value.
No, I really think that it comes down to, he wanted to, I think he did really want to buy it. He's seeing it as a lucrative business deal. But the thing is
for his wife, ex-wife,
the thing though is like, his biggest gripe is that, 20% of these users are bots and spam.
But let me ask you a question.
And he's saying that he was going to buy it off based off of only 5%. That's a big difference, 5% and 20% of.
Oh, that's a huge difference.
Let me ask you a
like,
question though.
But let me finish, right? Like so that's like saying you have 100 million users who have this social media platform, and that's a small number probably in comparison to what it is. But that's saying that there's 100 million people, right? And you're saying that of those 100 million people, 95 million of them are real users, versus now saying that only 80 million of those are really real users.
Which is very believable.
And 20% of those are bots and spam. That's a big difference. So that's what I'm saying. I can see his reasoning to really be like, let's renegotiate. I mean, I think it would be more of like, let's renegotiate.
Do you think he didn't research this before he made the offer?
But he's saying that he went off of them. They filed with the SEC saying that, with actual
fictitious
what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's been proven or it's been researched that only 5% of the users.
I feel you. But what I'm saying is, before he made who makes a $44 billion offer without researching what they're offering for? No. He researched. Elon's not a dummy. Elon is very smart. Before he put that $44 billion up on the table, he researched and he knew the numbers.
Right.
What he did was, what he saw was, I can make myself look great. I know there's a back door because their bots are shitty.
Oh, yeah.
And so what I'll do, I'm going to tell the world I'm going to buy it. Everyone's going to make my name big, even bigger. They're going to love and praise me. And then I'm going to be like, nah, they have more bots than anything.
That's very believable.
Come
I
on,
could see a rich ass
Yeah,
person doing that shit too.
He researched that long
Yeah,
before that.
44 billion is a lot. It's like the Xbox with
That's
Activision.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's like when Microsoft buy
$3 billion for that?
but
2
look,
point something billion?
for Activision,
Yeah.
they pay $74 billion for it. You think for that $74 billion they didn't do the utmost
Come on,
research
man.
and due diligence?
They-
Like,
they-
come on,
they
bro. They
bought
ain't
it
doing
on
that
board.
shit.
Exactly.
No, I agree.
2.7
He
billion.
Elon played the people, and he knew he was able to do it because he saw, once he got locked in with Doge and saw every word he made a market
And
difference.
Elon, stop playing with Doge people, man.
But either way,
Billionaire games.
whether he did it,
Billionaire
whether
games.
he did that intentionally or not, like now
Let's talk
it's
about
a
Dogecoin.
big
He
deal.
ain't buying
issue now, yeah.
It's a big deal because it's like, like
'Cause he's rich.
I mean, like if
He
I was
creates
Twitter,
Tesla.
bro,
It makes
like
sense for him.
if I was Twitter, you're offering me $44 billion and then backing out. I'm
They
too
suing
like,
him. They
yeah.
suing him.
Oh, no,
got
they
sued.
suing him. They're already suing him.
Yeah, they suing him for
Yeah.
because he
Yeah,
pulling
but good
out.
luck with that. He got lawyers beyond lawyers beyond
I
lawyers.
mean,
beyond
Twitter have lawyers beyond lawyers. Like, it's
Yeah,
a clash of
but
the Super Johns,
but
Godzilla versus
he's
King
bigger
Kong.
than Twitter.
But
itself.
where he messed up,
He's bigger than Twitter.
Elon messed up, though.
I know he's bigger than Twitter. Tesla's bigger than Twitter.
Elon's bigger than Twitter for the people.
Yeah, and then he also has SpaceX.
Elon also is hated by the government.
Yeah,
Big
he's not
time.
worried about that.
He
Elon's
ain't going to win
also
that.
the richest
He
man.
ain't
Yeah, exactly.
gonna
He's
win
not worried about
that.
that.
He's the richest man.
Money,
Trust me.
remember what they taught us? Money talk.
He ain't
He's
going to
the
win
richest
that.
Even
man.
more than
Money
Bill
talk.
Gates.
He ain't
Yeah.
going to win that.
Bill Gates is actually
Where-
getting
Second.
ready to drop down
Yeah, Elon's
even
number
further
one.
because he's getting ready to
'Cause it's
donate
white. It's 'cause it's
a
white.
huge
Mhm. 'Cause
amount
it's
of
white.
money
Where-
to the world, to the
But
world.
he's
Of,
get back that, he gets that back in taxes. Let you know, any rich person who's donating, let you know, there's not because there's a heart, because they're getting it back. They
That's
getting
not
it
It's
back
a
true.
in
tax
taxes.
write-off. That's
no,
true.
That's
But
not true. Bill
No,
Gates
it's
is
actually facts.
very
No,
much
I promise
focused
you,
on humanity.
Look it up. Any
He's
rich
been a
person who's doing it.
humanitarian.
I
for
think Bill
I'm telling
Gates
you,
and Warren Buffett are
it's-
legit.
He's a
When it
he's
comes
a
to their
Every
donations.
time you
humanitarian.
hear rich, because like look at celebrities who only donate to that only shit that when they're sick and shit like that because they get that money and also that benefit of getting shit done for them. You know what?
That's
so
true.
when rich people are donating money,
So
it's
when
'cause
we
it's
get
really
rich and
only
donate, it's only because
But you have
You
to.
only because once you understand money, because I'm actually really when you only donating because you understand money.
So
to
when
a
we
point.
get rich, you're saying Conscious Mind
yeah,
Records will
'cause you're
only
not, you're not
donate
gonna donate
because
just
it's
to
a
donate.
Why-
Trust me.
Go out, done
You're
that
gonna-
already.
No,
Yeah,
you're
what do
gonna
you mean?
donate because
Bob,
there's
we've
something
already
in
done
it.
that.
No,
I know,
Rob.
but it's because you're at this level. I'm talking go higher. Once
Rob,
you get to that,
Nah, man.
I'll tell you. Listen, so
not everybody.
Rob-
yo, you get some money back.
Bill
I don't
Gates.
agree with you on that.
Bill
you gonna get
Gates.
some benefits back.
Bill
You will
Gates
get
is in the
benefits.
That's why
top
there's
10.
everybody's evil.
that's why there's such thing
Listen.
as a non-profit organization.
Bill
Okay,
Gates
but-
is one of the top 10. He's always been on the top 10 list
Evil.
of the
Very
most
evil.
wealthiest people in the world.
I agree with
Now he has been a humanitarian for many years, and the thing is his next where he's getting ready to invest money is in like really helping our economy, our
Yeah, the
world,
human
our
sector.
Yeah, he killed a bunch of South Africans.
But listen,
Uh-huh.
and the thing is that he's going to lose a lot of his wealth, and he's going to drop down on this list, and he's doing it intentionally, knowing that.
But what I want to say to the whole thing is that they have people that do it just for the money.
You think care about us?
But hear me out.
I'm just saying.
Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Hear me out. They have people that do it just for the money and for the kickbacks and for the cutbacks,
Big time.
right?
Yeah, big time.
That's true.
Yeah, big time.
But you cannot exclude the people that actually doing it for the benefit of humanity.
Oh,
You just excluded us.
Yeah, exactly.
You just shot us down.
We
Yeah.
Conscious mind right. You shot us down.
We chop liver, bitch.
I was like, no, y'all good people today because you broke, but when you get rich, you just gonna
turn
go see
evil,
the
like,
money. Come on, B.
But we talking about games.
Come on,
But I'm
B.
saying no, because it seems like
fuck
that
up
is
for that
like a
one
lot of
that
people.
boss.
It seems like a lot of people. No,
But not
yeah, honestly,
everybody,
no.
bro.
It's
But
not
even
everybody.
but they don't put that out in the media. But
Sure.
everyone that you do see or know, and then you do actually find out they do get a kickback from whatever the fuck they
Yeah, they
donated
do.
from.
No, it's
And they
not a
only
kickback.
get-
do.
And
It's not a
no,
kickback,
no, no, no,
though.
no,
It's a
no, no,
tax
no.
write-off.
You
Yeah,
can
it's a
say
tax
it's
write-off.
not
They're giving you
why,
your money back,
but
Rob.
But it is very
That's
much
your money
driven
back.
force of why they're doing it
It's
because
your
they
money
know.
back.
One at a time. One at a time.
What they are doing it because they do know they are going to get something back. You trust me.
I agree.
I tried.
So
to
let me
donate
ask
my
you
time,
this.
And I tried to go do certain services, and they won't let me donate because they supposedly got like enough people. They don't make sense. If I'm donating my time without cash,
can I say
you're supposed to let me come in. I know this
All
is
right,
different other stuff.
listen.
But I'm saying there is them entities
All
that's
right.
more like what you are for.
Can I say something?
Okay.
Do you think it's smart to donate $1 million to get $100,000 back on the tax write-off?
If you're donating, why not? You're donating.
You're not making money.
But you're not expecting to get shit back.
You're not
That's the
making
thing, though.
money is what
if
I'm
you're
getting at.
donating, you're not expecting to get anything
But
back.
hear me out. The reason why they donate is they do it to get a little kickback. But they do it to get something
not
back.
making profits,
But it's
though.
not a profit. It's just so that way they get back some money back
An
off
incentive.
they get back some money off of their donation. So they donating it instead of donating it and making nothing back. They donate it and get at least something.
Oh,
back.
So let me
write-off.
play.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
get
play
a tax
I'm
devil's.
expecting a donation to get
Let me
get
play
back a smile,
devil's
not back in
advocate.
currency.
Let me play devil's advocate. Not devil's advocate. Rob's advocate.
Rob advocate.
Like not
said it
but-
right.
Just
Devil's
the same.
advocate.
No, no,
Rob's the
no.
most
I mean devil.
cynical, evil person.
No,
in
no,
the
No,
I'll help
no,
you out
no,
big time.
I mean
I'll-
devil's advocate to what Souljah Bless and King T are saying is that where Rob is coming from, I feel as though people are forced to give to donate money every year. You have it's part of your
Yeah, I don't
income.
mind,
You
but
have to
you had that incentive there.
Right, but I don't think that people from the goodness of their heart, right? Let's say, Bill Gates does have this amount
think
of
Bill
money.
Gates is good?
Listen,
He stole software.
Listen,
He did
Oh,
steal
okay, I'm
software.
sorry. Go ahead.
He did
so
steal
Bill
software.
Gates makes X amount of dollars. He has to, donate or give charitable amounts each and every year. Like some people go above and beyond that. I feel, like as much as you talk about Bill Gates, he may have done dirty things, but Bill Gates has also been one of the people who were far before COVID was going on was researching it and looking in and investing into
He had long
vaccinations
yeah.
Give us shots
and all
that from
kind
a
of
company
things.
don't care for either.
No. Bill
That's
Gates
the thing.
warned us
But I'm
about
saying,
this
None
situation.
of this
Bill
shit,
Gates-
they don't care about us. It's all
He's
about
one
money.
of the humanitarians who have long before been investing in a
just
lot
word
of
to
in
me.
climate change and in so
Yeah.
many different things.
Yeah.
That's actually looking out for humanity, not just himself.
Here's my thing. I don't care.
You're about to say I don't give a
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't give a fuck. I don't care if a person is mega rich
Yeah.
and they're investing, and then me to look at them and say, oh, they're only investing because they want to get kicked back. I don't give a fuck if they're getting kicked
Yeah,
back.
all right, so
they're
even
still
if they
investing
donate, right,
people.
and it has to reach
They're
people.
still helping
It's going to
people.
reach people that's most likely
They're
going to get it.
still
So the people
helping
that
people.
the society cares for. He was reach them first.
Yeah.
Like how America doing this with the fucking stimulus play. It's
Right.
only reaching people they actually fucking care for because they
That's
can spend.
fine.
Everything's about money.
But they're helping people, so you're criticizing them for helping people.
Yes, you should.
For helping
because
people?
they're not helping people within its right
Rob.
nature.
Some
Are you donating
Yeah.
to charities right now?
Okay, you helping people. Okay,
One at a time.
I put it like this: you helping people because you know they got money, right?
Yeah.
And you know they're gonna
Wait,
pay for it.
wait,
No. Just follow this.
That's
They
not
only gonna help
charity,
people.
though.
No, because they have some kind of money. Are you gonna go? All right, and use an example. Are you gonna help skid row people, throw money and not expect anything back, or are you gonna go to a neighborhood where you can help people, but know that they have insurance and give them a little bit of money back? So say if I gave them $1 million and get $100,000 back because they got insurance, would you go help them first, or would you go to Skid Row and spend that same $1 million and not expect
I know,
anything
I
back,
understand.
but a hug? But
I
that's
understand
what
what you said.
But I hear what y'all saying. But it's more. I really want to put a hard criticization on the fact that they're only doing it for a fucking return. Even
Because
if they
they never
are
get an
helping,
incentive.
but it's only helping.
they're not
those
profiting.
It's only helping those who come first. How we say everything, who first come, first serve.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I'm looking at donation
All right,
or
no,
helping
let them-
as if you're
Yeah.
actually going to someone and helping without any kind of
kickback.
anything.
And I
don't
agree.
care
Right.
if no one smile at you. You went and dropped that.
You saying Bill
fucking
Gates don't do that?
$1 And you
Yeah.
dropped it, and then you feel good for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't care what they do with that, but I know I
No,
need
I
somebody
agree.
they're gonna do something good with.
So
No,
Bill
look,
Gates ain't doing
I
that.
don't hear what you're
All
saying.
right, Rob, you
but
have to
I'm
let
just
others
saying
talk,
for
too.
doing. I'm going to.
He's
bro.
passionate.
Just let me go.
He's
I'm
passionate.
just letting it. I'm going to finish it.
Let him
quick.
vent it. Let him vent.
Yeah, fuck the
Okay,
vent.
okay.
This is facts.
Okay.
Fuck the niggas. Go. If you're gonna donate, do it correctly. I'm not looking for a I'm rich, so I know how to go get
True.
it.
Yeah.
Why am I looking for a kickback?
No, you're right.
Focus
you're
on
right.
that. Why
You're
am I
right.
looking for a fucking kickback? If I'm rich, I know how to go get it from the beginning.
Yeah.
If I throw money and I'm not rich, then yes, I expect a kickback because I need that back. But then also I'm trying to help. But if I'm Bill Gates, nigga, who's sitting on billions,
So what about
who
the-
has enough money
So
to
what
give
about-
us $1 million for every person in this fucking country, not state?
No.
So what
No.
about the?
Supposedly $1.
So what
No.
about the charities that?
A
Something
dollar
like that.
What about
and
the
a billion
You know what I'm
charities
is
saying?
that he
different.
gets
For every
nothing
money
in
he
return?
got.
Yeah.
But then I can assess.
So
what
is
I'm
he
saying.
evil
Let
for
it
the
go.
charities that he gets nothing in return
No, he's
for?
part of the evil.
But if he's given for charities,
Fuck it, I
he
call
gets
it
nothing
evil.
in
Yeah, he's
return. Is he evil
I
for
don't
that?
care. Let him donate. He's evil.
But
You
no,
donate evilly.
so you're talking about one isolated case, which is Bill Gates, right?
And
But
I'm
here-
just, and that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I'm not,
but
I'm
hear
not
me.
saying every single person because there's other people out
Exactly.
there.
But you
So,
said
okay.
every
So,
single
no,
person.
no. Well,
You
fuck
shot
that.
at us. You said we
But
were
you
gonna
can't
do
become
it
a part of
evilly.
that. I'm just saying, but you can't become part of that.
We
No,
can't, but
I'm
we
not
not.
excluding that.
We
Me,
not.
I don't.
We're
I
not.
never exclude. I don't care how well I know you. I will never exclude you out of being evil.
Right.
So
I will
knowing
never.
us and how we do
I don't
things.
care. I know some Batman shit. I gotta have a
listen,
contingency
listen,
plan for
listen.
everybody.
Wait, let's see. Go ahead.
I don't
Go ahead.
1,000%
Everybody
trust
got a
anybody.
contingency plan.
I don't
Okay.
I don't 1,000% trust
Everybody
anybody.
has evil
You
in
know
the
what I
heart.
mean?
I don't care.
I do not 1,000% trust anybody, but I will tell you this, Rob.
Yeah.
There are good people in the world.
Very much so.
You,
I'm not saying that.
Listen.
Yeah.
But what you just said, you've known us for years. Everything we've done has been to help other people. Charities, we've never asked for nothing back. So, but when I said when we get rich and
But
we
it's a
donate,
possibility.
you're saying we're doing that
And
out of
there is
greed.
that
That's
slim-
not.
No,
that's,
no, no, no,
there's
no,
no
no, no,
way.
no. I'm saying there is
There's
a
no
possibility.
way.
that y'all- No, I'm saying.
For both y'all, there is
There is a slim possibility.
There is an agreement where Rob's saying that there is a potential that
That you can't-
money
you
can
will.
get corrupted.
You will.
We're not
Yeah.
going to do that, right?
More people get
But-
corrupted.
But what I'm trying to say is, both y'all have valid points, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, they have people that'll donate to get kickbacks off, like how you say, just for that point. They have people that donate out of the goodness of their heart.
Exactly.
If
Yes.
they always have this separation.
My whole point was not
They're the ones
everybody.
that are actually in the news.
My whole point was not everybody is evil. Praising him for doing a good thing.
Listen.
If he's doing a bad thing, which he does, criticize him for that. But don't attack a person for doing
Look,
the right
listen.
thing.
The
Do
thing
not
is
attack a
we
person for
all
doing the right
are
thing.
we all have our own opinions.
Yes, we are.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the Hot Mango Seed podcast.
That's
Is we
right.
all have our own opinions.
You got that right.
You know, we drill
Absolutely.
down to the seed. Hopefully today you got some value. You know, as we continue to every day wake up to inflation numbers, to CPI numbers, to interest rate hikes from the
Yes, sir.
feds. You know, but the one
Price
thing
of
is
chicken.
never,
Oh, that
you
shit's
know,
crazy.
never feel like things aren't gonna get better. You know, like as time comes. You know, and as I walk by faith and just a believer of the Most High, man, everything will work out. Everything will come full circle, you know, and this isn't a time, you know, like to lose your mind or to lose your head, you know, as we talk about bear and bull markets. You know, if you're investing in the cryptocurrency and the stocks, you know, what goes up and must come down, what goes down must come back up, you know what I mean? So don't be shy, don't be discouraged. Know that this is a time, you know, that evil level ground is being really made right now, you know. So continue to
wealth.
invest, the change of wealth, the wealth opportunities, you know. And we're gonna continue to dive into so many different areas, you know. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up, you know, another day episode number 21, the Hot Mango Seed podcast. You know, I love to see when Rob starts to jump out.
30 Percocets. I mean,
I love to see when King T starts to jump out. You know, like that's one thing. You know, like there's so many debates that go on behind the scenes, and
gosh, yes,
yeah, like you know, as we always talk about, man, this platform was really birthed off of Xbox Live, man, and us playing the game, you know, during the pandemic, us having these conversations behind the scenes and really just laughing, you know, till we're in tears. Like y'all didn't even see Bless was in tears laughing at stuff Rob said.
I was in tears like, you think Bill Gates is good? He stole something.
But yo, like we literally, you know, we have these sessions, we have these moments, man, where we educate one another. We also learn and laugh and all that good stuff, you know. But make sure you stay tuned in, man. Follow us and we'll follow you back. We're the Hot Mango Seed podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the love. Shout out to all of you loyal listeners. And make sure you follow us, man. Until next time. I'm a mango. And no, I messed up again. I
am vengeance. And I am a mango seed.
Seed.
We're never going to get it like the original.
I am vengeance.
Till next time. Peace, y'all.
I am vengeance.
Damn.
I am a mango seed.
Yeah. All right. Peace, and more peace, man. Blessings to each and every voice that can hear me right now. You are now tuned in to the Hot Mangoes.
Sorry, start it over.
Damn it!
I'm sorry. I didn't know my volume been up, the man.
All right. Here we go.